We've seen the
devil?
witches.
Oh yeah, that's
Right.
true.
Well, who do you think God is?
Oh,
I, I,
you?
that really answers my question. No, but have you been in contact with Ryan Murphy like this whole time? Was this a surprise? What I mean,
Why are you so curious about Ryan Murphy?
because he's the
I
great
don't
American Horror Story.
know.
I get the message from my manager, show up on set, here's, what the hell? You know, I don't get the full script, I just get my
I was
part.
gonna
Okay,
say, it's
but
not like
this
you're
show
an
is so top
actor.
secret.
Were you jumping up and down like I'm back? Were you very happy about it?
I've learned very, very quickly on that I must keep like a zen-like, you know, I stopped, you know, flipping out every time I got a role.
Right.
I gotta save my energy.
For the role.
let's
Save
put-
it for the
because
role.
obviously Freak Show
Yeah.
is your most high-profile role. That's what.
Well, you don't want
People
to, you
know
know,
you.
look, Joan Collins was on set.
Oh
I
my
know.
God.
And
How was that?
I remember her when I was watching her on Dynasty,
Right.
and I copied that pose she did when she first. She does that turn. You can see her with the hat
Oh,
going.
she's so elegant.
Well, yeah, but she's
evil,
a
too.
villainess. It's
Yeah,
like,
she's elegant and evil.
I want to be that when I grow up.
Now, did you do that in front of her?
Oh no, my powers of I'm not sure. Is there a certain diva talent? Is there what do you call that?
Diva.
No.
Being a diva? Evil
There's
diva?
there's a
Divaness? Divosity?
there's a negative connotation. It's just she's a natural movie starlet.
Oh yeah.
Right. She has that
Yeah.
charisma.
It's that kind of okay. You go
How
through
does
the
she look?
generation.
She's still beautiful.
She's put together picture perfect.
And she has a skincare line, right?
Right.
She's had that on
She's put
QVC,
together picture
so
perfect.
Right.
She knows how to take care of it.
She puts herself picture. She's an artist.
How old is she? She's in her
her 80s,
70s,
I think.
80s?
I think it's
She's
84.
incredible.
And I had to walk over to you. Got to get this out right away. Okay, you know, I'm a little starstruck.
Mhm.
You know, it's, oh my God,
You told her. Oh, I bet she loved it
I was
though.
a little starstruck. So.
I mean, she's a living legend.
She is.
We don't have a lot
Yeah,
of
it took
them
it took me a
around
couple
anymore.
weeks to get over Jessica Lange being on
Oh my
set.
gosh, you got to
I
Jessica.
love her. She's
This time or
gorgeous.
last time?
Is she coming back? Is she back?
Oh no.
Oh, you last
Jazz.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
don't- you
no,
gotta
no.
watch
No,
I'm like, I want to look like
you
you.
get
in
over
30
it.
years.
You realize
I
they're
know.
human too. But I.
Beautiful.
But here's the thing, though. You're working with Kathy Bates again.
Kathy.
Oh, Kathy's
She's
lovely.
another great one.
She's a great
Kathy's
actress.
lovely. Of course.
Was
I
she
mean,
was she happy to see you again?
Of course.
Yeah.
There's a lot of embracing. There's a lot of friendship and family.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
It's a big theater thing.
So
Yeah.
you're in the American Horror Story family.
Yeah.
You always were, but this cements it.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you come back, it's true. I mean, I think he brings back his favorites, and obviously you're one of the favorites. And you're a fan favorite.
Yeah,
Everybody loves
you are.
Amazon Eve,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's coming
classic.
from two fans over here.
Yeah, seriously,
Thank
you
you.
are
Yeah.
classic.
Thank
What,
you.
this is the first time I've ever seen you like demure and shy.
Well,
we're
I-
praising
She's
you.
graceful,
You know,
but she's graceful.
You know, I can't come out and say, yeah, I'm the shit.
Even though you are.
I can't say that.
Yeah. It's funny because my manager just told me that we
Yeah.
did a video where I'm talking about my music. It's for this showcase we're doing.
Mhm.
And I was like,
Yeah.
should I say to my thousands, hundreds of thousands of fans? And she's like, you know what, Joy? It's okay to brag about the work you've done. Because I'm going like, I keep mentioning my fans? Is it too much? You know, because we're kind of taught, I think also as women, that we don't want to be too braggy. And I think guys are raised like to brag.
Right. I
So she's
agree.
telling me, brag about it. You're not bragging if you've actually done it
Mhm.
and you're actually owning who you are and your
Right.
success. So I just sort of changed my thinking on it. Not to put down being humble and being grateful, because there's also
Well, this
place
was
for that,
genuine,
too.
and also
Yeah,
I know
Also,
what
the
humble grateful thing. It's just there's also you get if you defy all the odds. I'm kind of like a dark horse candidate, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden there's a tall person like me who's transgender is not supposed to succeed.
right.
Because I have a lot of skill, knowledge, and a lot
Yeah.
of
I
I'm
don't
told
think I've
I'm
ever seen
smart.
you blush before.
Well,
Well, you
love
should
it.
own what you've done.
I do own what I've done,
Incredible amounts
but
of
you're
work.
made to feel guilty for having privilege for succeeding.
Right.
Right.
It's so true. It's like, oh no, now that you've made it, you need to act like you didn't work your ass off
Yeah.
to get there.
Yeah, my white privilege. You
Your
realize
white
I'm
privilege.
transgender?
Yeah.
But that's the
Really?
thing, this
Talk about
PC
group guilt
culture.
assignment with that
Oh.
usurps the presumption of innocence. Of
You're not
course,
supposed to have money. You're
and-
not supposed to be successful.
Right.
You're not supposed to be beautiful unless you're apologetic about it.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
and that's wrong. You should
Right.
be proud and confident and
Right.
hashtag blessed and all those things. But like, hey, we worked our asses off to get here. It
Right.
wasn't handed to us.
Yeah.
And-
But what,
and-
what
and
about the ugly? You know, it's the what about?
What about the ugly troll? They said, you
Let them
stole
work
it
too.
from me.
Yeah.
Oh, you pity. I will cast a
Uh,
curse on
actually-
you.
actually-
With these intersectional flatulence of oppression splaining.
Funny you should mention that because I was up for the fist too. But Joy, it was good of you to do the segue, and I totally ruined it. But
Oh, yeah.
yes, now you've been on the show before. First time
Yeah.
you rocked the snow fence orange dress.
Yes, remember that was the first time.
The first time
people
people
wanted me.
knew, they're like, who's this?
Like, who's this
Yeah.
crazy
Joy,
girl?
I've known you for years. We've been friends for years.
Years, like 10
I've got
years.
the
You
coolest
have
friends.
amazing friends.
Yeah.
Mark does. He
Yeah.
like collects us like little souls
I
in a
do.
jar.
I
and
do.
takes us out when he needs us.
So then the next year you put on an H.R. Giger inspired dress,
That's right.
which didn't make as big of a splash. It made a splash, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like. And then
The
how
real
did it-
fans know that dress. That 2016
Right.
look, he goes, that was my favorite.
And
And
did
you're a
you
real
make the
fan. What's that?
We'll
you
hook
make
you up
me
with
a
Andre
dress?
Soriano.
Well, I didn't make the dress. Well, it's funny because the 2018 dress I made, this one is a custom made dress.
I could tell.
I could design you a dress because every dress I have co-designed. So every look, except for the 2015, the orange dress was just created already.
Right.
So I was like, that's my
Yeah.
dress. Rihanna passed on it. It's mine. You know, it was
Oh, I
just
didn't know
perfect
that.
timing. Yeah.
Now you
It
tell
was
me.
going to be Rihanna's dress, and she's
Wow.
like, no, we're something else. I mean, Rihanna's awesome too.
Yeah.
But every dress I have, I design it because I know what looks good on my body and I know what, like old style, you know, speaking of Jessica Lange and all these old school celebrities, you know, even I go back to the 50s, the 40s, when
Right.
cuts were made for a feminine physique.
Mhm.
And dresses nowadays that are sort of like loose and hanging. So having something that fits your shoulders, fits your waist, that makes all the difference.
Well, funny you should mention that because the last time I interviewed you was for my vlog on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and you had done a bodybuilding competition.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which was just something you two have in common. Yeah, we're gonna have a flexing contest now.
I've seen
Girl. Yes,
Erica's
see?
photos. They're gorgeous in a bikini.
Oh no,
Oh,
I've seen
wow.
that. And by the way,
Sorry,
Erica,
Yes, sir.
you're highly rated on WikiFeed too. I just want to let you
Wiki feet.
Yeah,
oh my
I know.
gosh.
You might be on WikiFeed
How
too.
annoying are
Wiki
those
feet?
feet, those foot fetish people though?
Oh.
I have a guy, foot fetish people.
Yes,
I have
I
a guy
know
who's
that.
harassing my YouTube channel. He's like, every video I post, he's like, please, can you show me your stinky, stinky feet? I love it. I'm like, what is this?
I have no shame. I used to beat up men for a living.
I love it.
Okay, that's what I used to do. I used to do mixed martial arts in an
Wow.
underground
Wow.
capacity. This is when I left the law office, and that's,
Mhm.
I've been through over 1,200 sparring matches
No
around the world.
kidding.
So I trained myself to
And,
become this thing.
And
that
we've
I
also
could use
we've
to-
also wrestled me a couple times on the show.
Jeez.
Very competitive.
Wow.
And yeah.
Yeah,
So
bodybuilding's incredible.
so did you feel a pressure
Rock out.
after
I love
the
it.
did you feel a pressure after the H.R. Giger dress wasn't as big a splash as the orange dress?
No, you know what? I'm an artist. You know, I keep doing what I do. I make music, and it didn't feel like it wasn't as big. It felt like the orange was a big push, and then the next one was just sort of a little bit above. But guess what? Going to the Grammys red carpets, from then 2015 on, everyone knew my name.
Yes.
Press came up to me. It wasn't, who are you? It's, oh, you're Joy Villa. So that to me actually felt better than the first time. The first time you're the new kid on the block,
Right.
trying to prove yourself, hey, hi. And the second time they're like, oh, well, you're known for your crazy dresses.
And
You know,
thought,
they
and you
come
thought
up
you
to
couldn't do even a bigger splash.
I never thought I would go past the orange dress
And-
because literally USA Today, Us Weekly, People Magazine, they were talking about that dress, the orange one, the whole year. Like in December, because the Grammys is in February, December did this whole TV guide, craziest dresses in the Grammys ever, and they had that dress in there. So I was getting press. I was like, I don't even have to do anything else. I can retire.
But then you
But
did something
then,
else.
2017,
You wore a dress,
I wore my heart on my sleeve.
which is actually a beautiful dress,
Yeah.
form fitting as you said.
Yes.
That said, "Make America Great Again."
That's
Yes,
right.
you, the Trump. That's the one I
That's
saw. I'm
the
like,
Trump.
oh,
Trump
oh
on the
no,
wall.
not. How did you get away with that in this town?
Well, I covered myself. If you notice, I planned the whole thing since I'd been to two Grammys already.
Yeah.
So I knew to cover myself with this white cape.
And everybody's
and
waiting to
and
see what
everybody's
was going to
waiting.
happen.
I'm talking about love, tolerance, acceptance, peace,
Yes.
my music, you know, all things I believe in. And at the end, because there's all the press and they're all like interviewing me, blah, blah, blah. And everyone thought that was my dress. They're like, oh, it's so pretty, it's so pretty, it's so simple and pretty. I'm like, thank you, thank you. They have no idea. Perez Hilton